Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Florida, Ms. Cherfilus-McCormick.
Thank you so
5
much.
minutes.
Thank you so much for being here, Secretary Blinken. I have a few questions for you about what's going on in Haiti. We've heard a lot of conversation during this hearing about holding back funds, partisan stalling tactics. But as we see right now with the MSS program, the U.S. has pledged over $300 million, of which $80 million is being withheld by Republicans who are sitting on this committee right now. And it's unfortunate that I haven't heard of anyone on the Republican side actually mention what's going on in Haiti, where we have more than 1.4 million people who are actually facing a famine. We have close to 400,000 people who have been displaced, and then we have gross acts of violence against women, girls, and boys every single day. And so my question to you really has to go down to, now what is going to be the cause, the impact of the delay of the funding to Haiti's MSS program?
Well, the delay of the funding would mean that potentially the program can't go forward, and that we have, I think, a very important opportunity to turn things around and help the Haitian people turn things around by giving the Haitian National Police the support they need to fully and finally regain control of Port-au-Prince, the capital city, to deal more effectively with the gangs, to allow democracy to move forward in terms of an election, to allow humanitarian assistance and development aid to move forward, because in the absence of having control over the basic transportation hubs and infrastructure, none of that can happen. And we have countries that have stood up that are willing to take on this mission of supporting the police in a time-limited fashion, starting with Kenya, and President Ruto's here right now. But if we don't have that funding, we won't be able to support the program. And as I mentioned earlier, this is not America policing the world, because we don't have Americans on the ground doing this. We have others who stepped up to do it, but we need to give them the support that they need to do this mission.
Talking about President Ruto, I spoke to him today, and he spoke about Kenya's commitment to helping Haiti and making sure that the Kenyan forces and the other forces have everything they need, which brings me to my next observation. When I speak to the leaders of other countries who have pledged their troops, who have pledged their dollars, they're questioning our commitment to this commitment to Haiti, who is our ally, which is another concern that I have, is that no one on the Republican side talked about our commitment and responsibility to Haiti, which is in our backyard, and who is actually our ally also, and how we're making, I mean, their actions by holding back funds is actually putting us in a position of weakness. And we see this playing out. Have you heard concerns from other countries about the ambivalence of the Republicans releasing the funds?
Well, I don't think they talk about it in terms of parties, but they are concerned with our ability to come forward with the funds that we've committed to this effort, because we have a good number of countries who've come forward to make their own pledges, about $100 million, close to $100 million. And if they see that we're not moving forward with ours, they may pull back on theirs.
And has it been clear what they're asking for before they release the funding?
Because yes, they'd like to make sure that the funds that we've committed, including the funds that are currently with Congress, actually go forward.
Has the funds that the Republicans are withholding, have they made clear what they're looking for before they actually release the funds?
Well, I don't want to speak for anyone else. That wouldn't be appropriate. But we've had many briefings, discussions, conversations going over the plans. And, of course, it's totally appropriate for Congress to want to make sure that it sees and understands the plans and what the program is, and we've brought forward that information.
So to my understanding, we've had over 80 briefings on the situation in Haiti and what's going to happen with the MSS, the goals,
sounds right.
And we've outlined the safeguards and what's going on in Haiti. Is that correct?
That sounds right.
So do you feel like 80 briefing is sufficient for you to be confident to actually release the funding?
I would hope so.
So would you infer that the real reason they're holding back the funding is because of political games that they're playing?
I don't want to infer anything.
But a
I think
reasonable
it's
person
important
could infer
that again, we move forward with this. I understand.
And so what is the timing? So if they're holding back funding, how much time do you think we have before the funds have to be released?
The timing is now. The mission is ready to go forward. The Kenyans are ready to proceed. So the timing is now. We really need to move forward on this in the coming weeks.
And so before I run out of time, could you articulate the administration's position on Hope Help and how it can help Haiti, especially in this economic downturn right now?
I think this is a vital program in terms of giving an appropriate trade preference to the apparel sector in Haiti, which is the leading sector. We've already seen employment in that sector because of the downturn, the crisis that Haiti has faced, go from about 50,000 to 30,000 people. This is a huge
And
opportunity
with my
to give
last
young
5
people
seconds, could you please
an
articulate?
opportunity.
I'm sorry, for my
No.
last 3 seconds, could you please articulate how soon do you need the money to be released to actually save Haitian lives?
Really in the coming days or weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gentlelady's time's expired. Mr. Secretary, I'm going to recognize one more